As far as I can tell, review time or any kind of accountability question is dreaded by most leaders. But did you know that most employees actually want to know how they're doing? And this isn't just true for reviews, it's also true for following up on assigned tasks, project progress, workplace performance. Would you like to know how to make these conversations a positive experience? And not even just a positive one, but one that really starts to power your organization forward. I'm 𝗧𝗵𝗲 I'm the author of The Successful New CEO, where I show you the core principles that will guide a leader's first or any year. Now, I'd like to give you some simple tips that takes the weirdness out of accountability. Whether these are quarterly reviews, whether this is following up on project progress, or whatever. First of all, what is accountability? Now, accountability, as it relates to most work conversations, is a conversation where people are asked to give an account for their efforts or progress. For example, where are we at with project X? Or was Y completed? Or how did you handle that situation? So when accountability is structured well, a couple of pretty magical things happen. You can actually delegate more work to others because it's easier to track and people know what to do. So for you, this feels like freedom. For them, this feels like trust. You will feel more peace and confidence because you can keep track of what's going on, and you can focus then on higher level work. And overall, more work gets done faster and often at a higher quality. So here are some of the tips that help make accountability feel helpful, not weird. First, relate to people and relate to the topic as a coach, not an exam proctor. A coach doesn't only talk to the team at the end of the game. A coach gives feedback all along the way. So your goal is to help your people succeed, not just give them a grade. Second, be excruciating clear about the end goal or outcome that you want them to achieve. One of the biggest issues with accountability conversations is leaders often don't really know what they want accomplished, or not as well defined as they think. So goals are often difficult to measure, and it's hard to know progress along the way. So it is more work, at least up front for the leader, to decide on and communicate the goals or the outcomes in advance, but it makes things so much easier later. Third, define your expectations, especially around who does what and when and how. So for example, who is responsible for this part of the project? When should it be done by? What kind of decision-making or budgetary authority do they have, and how will success be measured? Ambiguity about roles, responsibilities, or timelines is one of the biggest drivers of conflict in the workplace. So take time, figure out what's wanted, communicate that to people, and coach them to be successful along the way. Then accountability conversations or reviews feels like part of an ongoing conversation, not just something you have to get done at the end of the quarter or the end of the year. So if you'd like to learn more about stepping into senior leadership, pick up a copy of my book at 𝗧𝗵𝗲 𝗦𝘂𝗰𝗲𝗀 or on Amazon.com. Please leave your comments or questions down below.